Apple on the Apple TV and soon coming on Android and to everyone on the radio station and also those who get to catch the shows on Spotify and also on Spreaker. Karibuni sana to another episode of the Africa Today show. It's been a minute. Literally, Keith has failed to present you guys a show. Like he has failed. But he said he's busy, so we understand that part, you know. The whole last week, like of course, I was off for those who know, and I bet there's been many conversations pending about what has been happening. But Karibuni sana, in case you're new, those who are on Twitter, maybe on YouTube, Karibu, kindly subscribe. I'd love to add you to also join us officially on our application, rather our website, which is very easy to find. In case you're using any Android device, kindly just rush to the Google Play Store. Maybe after the show or maybe right now and search for Black Hot Fire Network. You'll find us right there. Download the app, 2 minutes of your time. And of course, once you have the app, follow the instruction that I'm giving right here. On the upper left, you're able to actually explore. I love calling it explore because our application is super, super amazing. You get to click everywhere, see, you get the opportunities to explore our website. Most of the websites, actually, if you click them, I bet they don't give you the much of the features that we actually have. So ensure you have our application and actually which comes with the radio station application itself. You can be able to stream, listen live on the shows if in case you're not able to listen or maybe stream live with us on YouTube and also catch us also on the TV section. Also there, catch us. All the shows are also streamed on the application, on the show page, or on the TV section. But much more, you can also log in using your username like John Mosquito. You can call yourself whatever nickname you want to use, maybe that childhood nickname that you used to have. And once you have the nickname, ensure you come to this amazing page and click on the Black Hot Fire Network Sports Store. We have two stores, that is the Black Hot Fire Network Upper Store, but ensure you check out first the Black Hot Fire Network Sports, where we have amazing organic supplements for you. We're talking about vitamins, minerals, proteins, amino acid blends. We're talking about beauty supplements and amazing food and beverages like the vitamin D. That is amazing. You can find it in our store under the vitamin section, which goes for an amazing, price, $19. And I told you guys earlier, once you purchase the first two products, you get a discount. Ensure you do that. So this is all organic. Vitamin D3, and we also have amazing super green superfood, $35 at a very affordable price. Imagine it, all organic. We also have some complete multivitamin, $32, and also some energy strips, which goes for $28. And I love saying that actually energy strips combined with some honey goat with honey. That lady, that man is not living. Trust me. And on sure also you check out the beauty supplements we have. There's amazing, ensure your woman is looking good. And beauty is not just all about women. I love also the men looking good personally. Smell good, have those teeth clean, have that colon gentle cleanse, ensure you have the consecutive support. Also ensure you're focusing. Your brain needs to focus very well, so ensure you get some alpha energy. $40 brain focus formula, $39 consecutive support, $29, and also colon gentle cleanse, $35. Ensure you're not having a PDD type of man over there or woman. Ensure that they are all good. We also have amazing coffees. Personally, I'll go for Manuka honey coffee anytime, any day. Can't wait to try this. $59. And of course, ensure the discount comes once you keep on purchasing with us. We also have some mushroom coffee fusion, which actually is blended or mixed with lion mains, and the chaga, $36. We also have some hemp coffee blend, medium roast, $32. We also have Brazilian blend, which is $31. And last but not least, where we have the honey goat drink, remember, only $33. Remember the energy strip, combine that. We have an amazing combo, which is actually super, super amazing. So ensure you get a natural, organic honey goat drink right here. Stop going for this. Men always men nowadays are using all kind of things to please women, and then you end up dying because now your masculine all your your masculinity is all camped out, your veins are all showing out, you can't now even control yourself. ensure you get something organic right here on the Blackout Fire Network. That is some honey goat weed, $33 only. We also have the lion mains mushroom, $33. We also have turmeric gummies, $22, and some sea moss, $25. Imagine all that super, super organic, only right
It's
here
all
on.
healthy. And if you don't want to get healthy, go over to the apparel store and get yourself a blackout fire hat, a hoodie, a shirt,
Yeah.
some socks, some a beanie, whatever.
Yeah, ensure you check out also the apparel store in case maybe you're living healthy or you feel that you're healthy enough. Also check out our store. You can actually get your lady some handbags, your side chick, ensure you get them some handbag as well, some nice hoodies. Especially on this cold season right here in Nairobi. Someone if they got me a hoodie, I'd be so happy. Like you're already the love of my life. Like period. You're spending, honey. Come on. So ensure you check out on that. But anyway, karibuni sana family. I've missed you guys super super much. I don't know about you, but yeah, I've missed you guys so much. Like I always say, the power of this mic is so underrated. People will not understand. It's like you're thirsty. Today I've been talking non-stop, especially on the Rhythm Scoop show. I was just cutting off Shumani and Iwaton like, yo, can you just let me talk? Like I feel like I should just be talking. Because you guys, like the whole of last week, there's thirst in this mic. It's just something you can't really explain. It comes from, the passion in. But anyway, karibuni sana. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope your weekend was fantastic. My holiday was amazing. For those who are actually maybe wondering where I was, my holiday was super amazing. Catch up with my family and some
She
friends.
watched a lot of movies. She reconciled with the family. After 5 years, the prodigal daughter returns.
Come on. You must have seen that on my Instagram, didn't you?
No. Y'all ain't said you. What you put on your Instagram? I
I
ain't doing
did.
Instagram.
I did post that. I said the prodigal daughter returns after 5 years. I'm like,
Ah, no, I didn't. I didn't check out your Instagram the whole week while you were there. Damn,
I
I didn't
think
even check it out.
that was money stuck in me with the job account then. Because yeah, I'd even posted my dad. I think that was on Tuesday or Monday.
Yeah,
Tuesday.
yeah, since you went there, since you went around, I didn't look at. I forgot about your Instagram. I didn't look at your Instagram the whole week. Damn, I forgot.
It's okay.
Damn.
So yeah, why are you coming? It's coming with a regret. It's all good.
Yeah,
At least you
yeah,
know.
'cause that's usually when you put all your stuff at. I didn't think about it, since I don't do Instagram unless you there, I go watch. Damn, I missed all the Instagram shit.
I didn't even post a lot. I didn't even post like a whole lot. I didn't post.
Okay,
Yeah, didn't post much. Just my dad, the shop, nothing much. So that.
good.
But yes, Karibuni Sana family. Today shall be talking about, of course, what is happening in America to be specific, and that is regarding the elections. It's just next month, few weeks to come, and I'd
And
say this.
little,
This election is really intense for you guys because a whole lot of things are really really happening. Whatever is gonna happen, determine a lot.
oh,
As much as whoever is gonna be chosen, they're all controlled. Still, I feel like it's
well,
a bit.
I don't know how intense it is. You got that vice president guy being called out last week. There's a story about how he was digging in some kid's butthole when he was the teacher back in the day, taking him home and you know telling the boy he was gay. Allegedly, boy, he knows a child. And next, he is allegedly, gave the boy fellatio. Allegedly, sucked his penis. Fellatio, allegedly. So that's all came out. Um, you've had Candace Owens run around just destroying them, going through going through Kamala's whole fake history in Jamaica, going
It's
through a whole damn it, and coming out with Barack Obama too. I've been talking about Barack. I can't believe these people. I think they're all planned as children. Yes, you now got it. I think she's like, I think these people are planned by the CIA as plants. That's what I'm really starting to believe as I do my research. Yes, I've been said that. Yes, like, no one knew who this Barack Obama is. He's talking about black people. He's never been around black people his whole damn life. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. He never been around anybody black.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on today's show, we shall be going all over a lot of things. Or topics set aside for tonight or today is what Kamala Harris said about the agenda she has for black men. Supporting black men. We shall be discussing on that, sharing a video on that. We shall also share a video of where we had Trump talking about how he wants to get rid of the that is the plans to get rid of the Department of Education. Is it insinuates and it insinuates that you'll stop funding the school districts who teach about slavery. We shall also talk about that, and then last but not least,
Who
focus on
said
the
that? Who said that? Trump, stupid ass.
yeah
Who said that?
Trump's
Trump.
yeah.
So, like I told you guys, they're both rotten. There's no good. They're both controlled by the same people. There's no goodness between none of them. That's what
True.
I'm trying to make you. I don't think that black people running to be the Republicans. They've always been racist. They're both racist to us. It's just doing that Martin Luther King shit before I was born. All you guys got all caught up with all the Democrats and blah blah blah. And as Joby showed you, President of the United States said, "Yeah, I'm gonna do hardly nothing for these niggas. Called you a nigga. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
have these niggas vote Democratic for the next 200 years." And he said, "You're stupid." Like people said, you are morons. So you've been believing. Took you 6 years to wake up to realize Democratic Party's been locking your black ass up, talking to you crazy, not doing nothing for you. They've been ruling you out of fear. If you don't vote, Trump's gonna get in. They're both wicked. Both.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we shall talk about that, and then also where we have rumors of Kamala Harris being replaced by the Big Mike. So that is basically what we're focusing on today. And
It's too
then,
late. It's too late to get placed by Big Mike now. They wanted to put they wanted Big Mike in the beginning, but I think too much of that stuff, too much of Big Mike shit would have came out. People start asking too many questions. Is this really a damn woman? Is this really a man? So they
okay,
they they they're scared. Listen to this video to Joby. This guy told the truth about what they wanted to do like 6 years ago. He talked about the pandemic. He said they want to do this. They want to do it globally. They want a new world order. They want to set up the capital of the world in where? Jerusalem and Israel. So we know the people that actually run the world, they want to set up this new world order. And they want their capital building to be in Jerusalem. Can't say too much because we're back on YouTube. Um, but this guy was talking about it 7 years ago. Said this is what they're going to do.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, we can't play that right now. We're on YouTube. I played that, like, yeah. He told you everything was going to happen. He looked at some of the documents and, man, they want to take us to concentration camps. They want to get everybody's, the CIA now, of course, looking at everybody's channels, looking at your comments. So they can take your ass away to concentration camps and get rid of you because there's too many people waking up. He said this back in 2017. There's too many people waking up, starting to know who runs the world, who's in control. He said they want to release these V's on. They want to release these V's on the world. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right? They want to release these V's on the world. So he said this back in 2017. He said, I got all the documents. This is what they're going to do. This is what they want to do. He said Trump. So they brought Trump in 2015 because at that time Trump was still president. 2017. He said Trump is a Zionist. Trump is a Jew. His whole family is Jews. And I know he ain't. I said, damn, he ain't lying because his whole family is Jew. Trump's whole families are Jays. That's a fact. So the idea that he's going against it, you guys are believing in crazy shit. So I don't know. I'm just saying, there's no darn bit of difference. As black people, we should sit out this election. See, you're now getting your power. They understand power because Kamala in the last minute, she's now talking about what she's going to do for you when she told you she was never going to do shit for you. You just keep voting. You lose. You leverage your power. You know she's not gonna do that anyway, but she's trying to con you. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I gotta, now I'm gonna do something for you. She's been a vice president for 4 years. Why she ain't done shit before then? She was a senator. She was the attorney general of California. She was doing something for black people in California when she was attorney general. She was locking your black ass up and
Mm-hmm.
keeping you in jail for slave labor. That's what she was doing. And if you was a black woman, she was locking your ass up. If your kids missed school, she was, even the ladies who was taking her child because she had sickle cell and had to go to the hospital, they locked her ass up. So remember, that's what Kamala Harris was doing for black people. So this is some last minute nonsense. This is some last minute nonsense right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me,
So, sorry. So I want to share this video right here. Remember we had also that is Obama telling black people those who dare vote for Trump actually, for him that is nonsensical. It doesn't add up for him. We had some black people, of course, who took that, but very personal because understanding that Obama did nothing for black people but making them
nothing. They the
oppressed.
worst.
Yeah.
Nothing. They the worst. So shout out everybody. That's why you got the backlash. A lot of people woke up. It took a long time. I was used to be the only one out in the wilderness saying it, but now black people finally come to me. They told Obama to shut his goddamn mouth. Who
Mm-hmm.
you talking to? You don't speak for us. You didn't do shit for black people. You can't stand black people. And everybody, it's that one bit I wanted to share with. I'm sure I can find that bit I wanted to share with Joe. It's hilarious. They go through Obama's record about how disrespectful he was as president. I told you, he talked to black people crazy. Oh, you black people, you're all criminals, and you're getting out of school, and you ain't shit. Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Joe.
Crazy. But shout out to Jason Hill, Karibu Sana. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing amazing. I also see Iwaton in the building, Karibu Sana. She says, I'm still processing about Big Mike. She is this is Joel Mosquito. Good evening to you too. Hope you're doing amazing. Jason says all hell will break loose from this bogus fake election. I bet so, and I
Yeah.
hope so. To 10 speed. I hope you're doing great as well. He says, Keith, what's the purpose of sitting out? We need to punish the Democrats, and if he's going to deport, I'm voting for that
Well,
one.
but ain't nothing wrong I got nothing wrong with you voting for Trump. We do need to punish the Democrats, but look, I'm saying I get you, Chinsby. The Democrats have abused black people for 60 years. I agree with you. There's no, If you want to do that as a protest vote, hey, do it. I'm not gonna give them the. I'm not gonna wake up early to go do no damn voting for me because I'm not doing all that. But if the Democrats do need to be the democracy, but you're still doing the same thing. No, because the Democrats need to know they lost because of black people. Right. You need to flex power because because now she's now talking about what I'm gonna do for black men. Remember, 4 years ago, yet every black woman on TV, all these fucking bootlick, handkerchief head, um, um, all these bootlick, handkerchief head, black females working for white corporations. You guys remember that? All in the news. You black men are stupid. You better get in line. Remember? It's black women as anchors on these shows saying, black men, you get your ass in line. Because remember, they didn't put the black woman over us. And these black women were talking to us crazy, disrespectful. You black men, you do what we tell you to do. Talking all crazy. That was 4 years ago. Y'all remember that? You black men, you shut the hell up and do what you're told to do. That's what black women were telling our ass. On the news. On the news. So, as a protest vote, I agree with a 10 speed. Break these black women's backs who vote for this no good shit, still stand woke up. These people are spitting in your face. I see a lot of black women have come along though. Not the majority, but enough to destroy the party. Not a whole lot, but at least 30% of black women have turned their backs on it. And that's all we needed. Still got 70-some% of black women still going with this bullshit. But they don't got the overwhelming majority of 95% of women always voted for the Democratic Party, no matter what. 95% to 100%, so they've lost at least 30%. And that's all we needed. Black men have left that. Black men have left the building. We've left the building from that bullshit. So that's why you had a lot of black women, and shout out to the black women that now defending black men when these all these crazy black women talking crazy. Remember the view that thing with that fat ass Whoopi Goldberg, that well ass fat ugly broad Whoopi Goldberg, these other goofy black women. The black man, he's crazy. Better get his shit in order. The fuck are you? Tell us anything, you moron. Shut your mouth talking to us. And so now majority going to show, they're going to show, oh, she's now going to do something. But a week later, don't believe that she, remember your past shows you your present. She's done nothing for black men. She not, except lock your black ass up. She's not a black woman. Because remember Van Jones, all these other bootlicks, your fat ass, Roland Martin, Joby shows, his fat ass talking about, oh, she's a black woman and all D.L. Hewley, all these washed up ass comedians, and nobody's trying to tell us we should vote for this woman. Shout out to Malcolm X told you. Only black people got comedians and athletes and movie stars for low budget movies being leaders of black people. These morons these damn idiots. That got to do with anything white power tells them to do. If anybody on the radio, any fucking singer, dancer, actor telling you to do something, you're telling them to shove it up their ass. Because remember, every one of these black bootlicks told you to take what? The 19. Every last one of them. You didn't have one black star come out and say, nah, I don't think that's a bad idea. None of them. So when they tell you who to vote for, you tell them shut your damn mouth. And Trump should win. Trump win good. Because the Democratic Party know. They say, oh, you black men, you made us lose. You goddamn right we made you lose. You flex power on their ass. That's right. As you come with some programs, did you guys hear Vladimir Putin? You guys hear Putin Russia just say black Americans were supposed to get reparations for building this country? That's all these white people's heads exploding. He said without black people you wouldn't have no America. This is what Putin said, which is a fact. Without this country getting built on our back, I've always taught you guys, all these white people, they were never here. The white people here today came after the country was built and was the wealthiest country on the planet. These white motherfuckers always talking about, I'm American, all that old shit. That's a lie. These people just got here 2 days ago. After we built this bitch. After we built this. These white people came from Europe, and these are all the dirty, all the low budget crackers that came from Europe. Impoverished, fucked up, backward. The other white people that here let them in because our numbers were too big, right? They wanted to offset the black numbers. And remember, they stopped black immigration from coming. And then they introduced us with that abortion shit to kill off all our goddamn babies. And we didn't kill our babies. We would be bigger than the population of black Brazil today. If African Americans didn't kill their babies off, we'd be the second biggest population of Africans on the planet today. This is a fact. We'd be the second biggest behind Nigeria. We'd be the biggest black community in the world. And that's why the Democratic Party with that abortion shit. Abortion on demand. That's genocide. Shout out to the black women finally realize that. I want more black babies. I don't want less black babies. I want more beautiful black babies. I want more. As many as I can have, God damn it. You don't win any wars with less goddamn black people. Win a goddamn war. So
let me play this very quickly as we
go ahead.
continue.
Go ahead.
Staying with the race for the White House, Vice President Kamala Harris has unveiled a new economic agenda that is specifically tailored to black men. The plan includes forgiving 1 million business loans, creating more apprenticeships, and studying diseases that disproportionately impact African Americans.
What is diseases? You know what the diseases are from? From the GMO foods that you don't want to get rid of. What are you talking about? The diseases that affect, that's everybody. And you know what affects African men? Because we go to doctors that are studying white people and not black biology. So this is all horse shit. Go ahead, Joe. Keep playing
The
this
opportunity
nonsense.
agenda for black men also includes legalizing recreational marijuana to create a
But,
booming industry. Harris announced a plan in
wait, pause it. So now we're gonna all be able to smoke weed and shit. We don't own it. So she's saying that black men are weed heads. We're all drug addicts, right? So
Yep.
so we're gonna legalize that, but we're not gonna get ownership in the money making of it. White men are gonna own it. So they're gonna make the billions of dollars from it, but we just gonna be high and shit, all
Yep.
fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna get more fucked up from the alcohol and weed.
State of Pennsylvania, which she visited for the 10th time this election season. The announcement comes days after former President Barack Obama criticized black men in person, saying they weren't fond of the idea of having a woman as president.
They didn't do no woman shit.
With all kinds of reasons and
I understand what Joe be showing. Joe be showing the J-controlled media. This is all bullshit. It's all what you look at now is absolute propaganda. That's how propaganda works. He's not saying there's a backlash on this no good mulatto ass half Negro. He told him to shut his goddamn mouth and go away. And that's what they know he's been doing. That's why they came out with that goofy plan. Because it backfired. People call and say, listen here, you fucking mulatto ass moron. Wherever you at, go back to where you're at. The black community don't want to hear nothing to do with your ass. Nothing. Because you are a charlatan and a con. Shout out to Demore called Odinga a con man. That's what Barack Obama is. He's a con man. He's fake. He's made up.
Political prostitutes, not con.
He's a political prostitute. That was, but Obama may be more of a con man than a prostitute. Yeah. Obama's definitely a con man. His whole story is fake and false. Shout out to Candace Owens. I've been trying to tell people that. People got mad at me. I said, we don't know where he came. That Chicago shit is a lie. He's not going. I said, once he comes back, once he leaves the presidency, he's not going back to no damn Chicago to be with you Negroes. And he damn sure ain't going to no fucking Kenya to be with them Negroes. Yep. That's all fake. This man that grew up around white people. He don't like no black people. Can't stand your black ass. So when you find out he lives in what? The two whitest places on the planet. He lives in Martha's Vineyard with all the white folks. There's Hawaii with all the white folks. There's not a black person around his ass. So when people say, oh, Obama's going to come back to Chicago. I said, you morons, they use that as part of his cover, his con man. They need to put him in a black community to get him credibility. So of course they're gonna make him go to Chicago or New York or LA, somewhere they get credibility. So they decide to use Chicago to give him credibility as a black person. This motherfucker ain't never been around black people in his life. That's what I told him. He ain't going back to no fucking Kenya, and he ain't going back to no damn Chicago. Chicago, shit. Obama, you come back to Chicago? Hell no, nigga. Not go to no damn Chicago.
I've got a problem with that. Because part of it
Luo John was quick. He said it was Luo.
Makes me think, I'm speaking to men directly. Part of it makes me think that, well, you just
he's part of Joby's tribe.
Woman is president. And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for that.
His contentious remarks followed growing concerns of eroding support among black men for Kamala Harris just weeks before the November 5th election. Recent polls show that black men are less enthusiastic about the Democratic presidential ticket, and they may sit out this election or support former President Donald Trump.
You have to be careful with recognizing that African-American men have the same needs as any other male in voting, making decisions for their family, having wealth for their children, economic issues, cost of food. And so you don't want to offer like a carrot, as a bait for people to vote for you and not really pay attention to what the issues are. And so it could be possibly backfire if if the male population feel that they're trying to be convinced beyond
They're
policy to
pandering.
vote for her instead of her really standing on the issues that really
They're,
present
they're not.
themselves to African American
Yo,
men.
you just read that goofy shit Joby just said. Nothing. I'll give you niggas some weed. What? Yeah. You got weed,
Young black men in
medical,
particular are
some kind
turning
of
away
goofy
from the
medical
Biden Harris
treatment.
administration as their experiences are not reflected in the policies.
Right now, I would definitely vote for Trump.
Yeah.
The reason why I would vote for Trump, Trump is
Them
offering more
about immigrants.
tangibles that some or most Black Americans think that will benefit our community, such as immigration. The way
Yeah, immigrants.
immigration is
They
being run under the
brought these
Democratic.
immigrants up in here. Who are we know that we know we get the bottom of the ring jobs. We don't got those jobs no more, so I can't even feed my family or even have a damn family because these immigrants are in here, and and all these damn handkerchief head Negroes, along with this fucked up party. Everybody know that immigration hurts Black people because we're the low parts of society. We've been put on the bottom, so we know immigrants hurt us disproportionately. We know that. But you have these dumbass Democrats, well, we have, because they were trying to replace you guys. And now you guys get it. Because they knew you were waking up. The Black man was finally waking up after 60 years of this I have a dream bullshit. I have a dream that my sons and daughter were sitting their hands in the school with white kids and we'll all eat lunch. And all that old stupid shit. You've been dealing with that Martin Luther King propaganda. All that cornball shit. It don't mean nothing. So it took you 60 years to wake up out of that big shit. And they knew you were waking up. See, this is a cover. All these immigrants come in, they knew you were waking up. This was to deplace you. Because remember, their racial scheme, Black has always got to be on the bottom. And they were trying to wipe us out economically, as Joby showed you. By 2050, you're going to be wiped out completely. Completely you wiped out. Economic, which means if you're wiped out economically, you're wiped out in every other way. I'm gonna just say it like that. So they planned this. So them bringing these immigrants, they were gonna bring them in here, give them everything. See, that make them their new voting base. Oh, we owe the Democratic Party so much. They gave us free food and housing. That's who we're gonna vote for. So that was gonna deplace you and your power. But luckily, you finally woken up. Because they don't got enough immigrants yet to replace you yet. That's why they're like giving this bullshit. I'm going to give you niggas free weed. Remember, she was locking up people in California for weed smoking. Remember, that's what she was doing in California. When she was Attorney General. She was locking everybody up for smoking that bullshit. Now, suppose that's as if all men, as if all Black men smoke weed. I ain't never smoked weed a goddamn day in my life. You know, insulted. They don't even know how they come at you with. They come at you with insults.
It's insults, yeah, because the next video I'm going to be sharing, this guy talks, he says this is totally insults. Kamala Harris' agenda for Black people is insults.
It's insulting, Joby. What are you talking about? Weed and shit. You offering white men weed? Oh, you giving everybody jobs and goddamn loans to build jobs. You didn't say nothing about that. All you said, well, I'm going to look at economics and affect everybody. No, we need loans to start businesses. You never do that. You give all these legal aliens loans, about as Joby showed you. They own all the 7-Elevens. They didn't have no money coming over here. And white people, and let me finish this rant with white people. White people, when Putin said you did that and you got mad, Putin being honest, that we deserve reparations. Okay? Let me explain something to you. Everything you white people got, you got free because you stole this country. The country wasn't yours, you stole it. And the land that you stole, all you motherfuckers got free land. All you got free land. Part of the Homestead Act, I can name all these acts where all you motherfuckers got everything free, you white people. These are facts. You didn't earn shit, just like in South Africa. You didn't earn shit. You didn't create shit. All this shit was given to you. But you want to give people your fake religion, but when black people are supposed to get what they actually earned from building this raggedy bitch, you say, oh no, you're giving black people a handout. When your whole existence is a fucking handout. Your life, the wealth that you had was stolen. Is a fucking handout. You white people come over and never had shit. You were given it. All of it. And the middle class after World War II, again, you was given that too. After World War II, the white elite was scared because a lot of you white people were waking up, why go fight a war and I don't got shit. So they made the middle class, the government made the middle class, the white middle class, out of whole cloth, created it. Gave you guys jobs, gave you free housing. These are facts. Now, the black man fought the same fucking war you did. He didn't get no free house, but your white ass did. You got free business loans. I mean, not a loan. You got free business grants. It wasn't a loan. You'd have to pay back that money. You got business grants, white men. Black men didn't get shit. They didn't get. And then you also got free education. You got free college in case you wanted to learn the career before you start the business. You got that all free. And guess who was paying taxes? Black men and women. Because black women have never had it easy in this country when you had like the feminist bullshit and white women had to go to work. Black women always had to work. Always. Because we didn't have the economic threshold. We need a two house income. So black women never had the chance to decide that they didn't want to go to work. They always had to work. So when white people tell you that bullshit about us, oh, you black people are begging, you black people just always want a handout, you tell that motherfucker your whole life is a fucking handout. You out of your rabbit ass mind. And even with the handouts, you still fucked up. Your life is a handout. They get in your face talking that fuck shit, you let them know. See, I break your soul. I reach into you and grab your soul. Because most black people don't know no history. I know who you are. And I know most of you people came in after 1900. You're a second, third generation white person here. You wasn't here at the building of this country. The majority of white people, guys, got here what they call the Great Migration after we built this bitch, and it was already the richest country in the world. That's when all these other crackers show up. Talking about they built the country and they're a great American and all that dumb shit. You look them in the face, nah, cracker, you was in some fucked up place in Poland, England, France, where the fuck, Italy, where the fuck you came from. But you damn sure wasn't in America. All you motherfuckers just showed up 2 days ago. They don't like you. They don't like you telling that history about their ass, and that's a fact. Go ahead, Joe.
Time right now is hurting our economy because we're having millions of people come in. They're reaping the benefits such as Medicaid, Medicare, DHS. They're receiving all these benefits that so many our elders, our retired military that may be homeless, and the regular homeless people, they can't get these benefits, but we're giving it to people who never put into the system. So that's a huge problem for me, and I know a few other people.
Meanwhile, during a rally in Pennsylvania on Monday, Donald Trump celebrated the increasing support from the black community, adding that if he wins the swing state, he will, in fact, win the whole ball game.
Tell you what, our poll numbers have gone through the roof. With black and Hispanic have gone through the roof. And I like that. I like that. I like that. We win Pennsylvania. We win this great Commonwealth. We are going to win the whole ball game. It's such an important place. And we relate. And we are up in the polls fairly nicely.
The latest poll averages by the New York Times show Kamala Harris leading Donald Trump by 1 point in Pennsylvania and by 3 points nationally. Yet for nearly 5 decades, black men have historically voted overwhelmingly for Democrats, and specifically, their support has ranged anywhere from 85 to 95% for.
Yeah, so let me share the next video where this guy speaks of how insult, how moronic, how disrespectful Kamala Harris was, talking about the first agenda says, talking how she's going to legalize weed. Well, there's no, like, reparations, no job opportunities that have been given to Black people. The the businesses that have been taken away from Black people, and they don't talk about it. The towns they burnt, like a whole lot of history to do with Black people, and yet this is the sickest thing you can talk about. So let me share this very quickly as we continue.
He does some of the most good friend of our show, the founder of the Revolutionary Blackout Network, where he does some of the most incisive and provocative and amusing commentary about the state of our politics, about the Democratic Party in particular, but just the 2024 election in general. He is Nick Cruz, and it is always great to see you, Nick. Thanks for coming on.
Hey, I appreciate you having me on. Thanks for the invite.
Absolutely. So, all right, let's start with the decision by the Harris campaign, by Kamala Harris, 26 days before the election, that they suddenly needed to start talking about what they intend to do for Black voters and for Black men in particular. It's like they kind of woke up after all these years, and Kamala Harris was like, oh, I guess we need to talk about Black men, because there's signs that they're not actually going to stay in line and do what they're told and vote for me automatically, regardless of how I treat them. So they unveiled this, I forget exactly what they're calling it, agenda for Black men or opportunity for Black men. And it contained a bunch of planks of what they think Black men want to hear, that they decided to announce and unveil less than a month before the election. What are your thoughts on that happening and the platform itself?
Yeah, I think it's just another insult from the Democratic Party. Their message to Black men essentially was, smoke some weed, invest in crypto, and shut up. And this is the general attitude of the Democratic Party. And you did a great intro explaining how Kamala Harris is blaming the dissent that Black people have regarding the neoliberal regime, the Zionist regime. They're blaming that on Russia. Apparently, the only reason I started Revolutionary Blackout and I speak out against the crimes of the Democratic Party, the reason why I speak out against cop cities, the reason why I speak out against the war crimes that they are committing in Gaza, them bombing Africa and their use of sanctions that impact 1/4 of the world's population. Apparently, according to them, Glenn, the only reason I'm upset is because Russia is brainwashing me. The insults that the Democratic Party commits against the Black people will make the Republicans envious, the same way they invited George Floyd to the White House only to make a bill to give his killers more money. The insults that whenever they want to talk to the Black community, they bring on a celebrity to shake their ass. They bring on
Oprah.
It's more insults and insults. I feel like that is what is. It's more insults when it comes to Black people. Nothing is taken serious. It's more jokes being piled up and up. No actions. White people keep on benefiting. Black people are crying from centuries to centuries, generations to generation, demanding for reparations, job opportunity, small things. Businesses are still taken away. It's crazy. Innovations have been snatched away from Black people, and they have reclaimed them, and even still the ones that are coming up. They're ensuring that Black people will not be on the top. It is just crazy. It is crazy.
What's her name? The horse lady. Megan Thee Stallion, the horse lady, Oprah, and that's how they communicate with us. Apparently, there's no Black intellectuals. So we have two completely different approaches. We want to see policy that actually improve the status of the Black proletariat and prevent our Black labor from being exploited, not crypto nonsense, not trickle-down economics for the Black community. Liberals claim, Glenn, that they don't support trickle-down economics, but whenever they bring up anything with the Black community, they say, let's just give Black capitalists and Black business owners money, and as if that's going to address the needs of the Black proletariat and the Black working class. The question we should be asking liberals is, what is the plan for the Black working class, the Black poor, the Black Americans that hold record amount of medical debt? They said they're having a health initiative. What's a health initiative? Are you solving the issue of medical debt that's plaguing our community? No. So that's the question that we've been asking, Glenn, is what is the real actual Black agenda? And they have none.
Well, this is I think you hit on something so important. Last night we talked about this exchange that J.D. Vance had with Martha Raddatz about immigration. And whatever your view on immigration is, and I personally believe that immigration does a lot of good for a country, that it actually has helped build the United States in a very positive way. Nonetheless, there's no doubt that there are costs to immigration when it arrives in the community, that there's people's jobs who become at stake. There's difficulty in assimilating culturally. I mean, these are things that have to be worked on. But for people who live in places like where Martha Raddatz lives, there's
they send these immigrants to Black communities. They don't send them to white communities. They send them to the Black community. They send. I'm gonna show you when they sent them up to Obama's community up in Martha's Vineyard. They got them the hell out of there. They send the Black community where they never gave Black people no damn resources, keep them in poverty. So we can't do nothing for you, motherfuckers. We can't get no schools. We can't do nothing for you. But they send these immigrants to our goddamn community and they give them all these damn resources. And they say, oh yeah, but you still should vote for the Democratic Party. Who's fucking you like this? And sadly enough, like Joe said, our parents and our grandparents were stupid as shit. We're gonna call a spade a spade. So this the whole, just like in Africa, our parents and our grandparents are fucking dumb as hell, and they really destroyed us as a people. They were all this church shit, Martin Luther King nonsense. So, see, no one wants to go back and take the root of the problem. That's where it all started from. Our grandparents and our parents. Being easily fooled, easy dupes, as you call it. So it's been 60 years.
It's been 60 years of the same
yeah, and like I said,
narrative.
Yeah, so exactly. So like I said, the disrespect has got so crazy. She thinks she can buy your vote by telling you, she'll never say to nobody, not even an immigrant, I'll give you some weed, niggas, and come look at your. Come give you a doctor's exam. Like, what? What are you talking about? Where are the economic benefits you talking about? Where are the loans? Where's the goddamn prosperity you give everybody else? That's what we want. We're not talking about going no damn doctor and all this old crazy shit you talking about. It's so damn it's so blatantly disrespectful that none of these bootlicks can defend it. So blatantly disrespectful when you hear that shit. So I'm giving 10 speed. I say, hey, go vote for Trump, because you do need to teach these motherfuckers lessons. Because they just we know that the Republican Party is openly racist. So there's no doubt about that. Because us being on BitChute, I get all that racism over there because that's a Republican website. But that's all right, because I like typing and giving them that work. They get all mad. You dumb cracker.
That isn't the type of community that has to ever deal with those needs or those difficulties, and so everything becomes an abstraction. And the idea of wheeling out these multi-millionaire or billionaire Black celebrities as though or Barack Obama, as though they have anything to do with the lives of Black working class people who are primarily the ones moving away from the Democratic Party. To me, what it seems like is aside from the assumption that non-white voters and marginalized people can't think for themselves the minute they stop doing what they're told, the other narrative implicit in this seems to me to be that the ordinary Black voter, meaning the Black working class voter, the Black middle class voter, the Black poor voter, thinks and cares about the same things that Black elites on TV care about, who work for CNN or Don Lemon or Don Lemon or Van Jones or those kind of people, meaning they care about identity politics, they care about symbolism, they care about social issues. And the assumption always seems to be that Black voters don't look at politics the same way everybody else does from a material perspective, namely.
That's not the assumption. See what he's saying? No, what he's saying is disingenuous. That's not the assumption. That's not the assumption at all. They know that Black people, that these bootlicks are put out there to persuade Black people not to vote in their best interest. That's why they're there. These Negroes are the handkerchief head Negroes. They're there. They're only there because they do the bidding of their white masters. You niggas get up and sing and dance, tell these black people to go do this, tell them to do that, tell them to do this. They made these fucking these no good entertainers and athletes your damn leaders. There's no white people entertainers are not their leaders in their community, only black people. Because they know they say you're stupid and you're dumb. And you follow morals that they put in front of you. He's goddamn, because he's on, oh, look at him. He's on a newscast. She's on a newscast. And sadly enough, your mama and your grandmother have went for that stupid ass shit. I don't give a damn if you're on no newscast or you in some damn studio. I know you don't represent me. Nothing that African people need. I know you don't. Most African people don't know that. They're too stupid right now. That's sadly time to wake it up. You don't represent me in my interest. You represent the people that gave you a damn job. And you'll say anything to keep that job. You'll say anything that they tell you to say that's against my interest as long as you're getting a paycheck. You're the most despicable damn bastard there is. Do this for me, Joby. Get up and Glenn Gleamore. Open it up. Go to YouTube and ask this question. Say Malcolm X. Say Malcolm X. Say Malcolm X says, why are black people the only people with entertainers as leaders? Say Malcolm X says, why are black people the only ones with entertainers and athletes as leaders? If you can just say entertainers. It's chewed in a joke. These are puppets. These aren't leaders, these are puppets. Say Malcolm X said, why are entertainers black people's leaders? Someone. I think you got it, Joby. I think that's it.
Have entertaining leaders there. Let me think this one is it.
Yeah.
Told you a little while ago, these leaders that they call leaders, this included Lena Horne, this included Dick Gregory, and this included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the white community or over the black community by the white community and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what they know that the white man wants to hear. And it is an honor, actually, that they endorsed Dr. Martin Luther King and were against the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. That's actually an honor. Now, when you say that they also, in the same Newsweek poll magazine, I think the pollster said that he went into the Negro community and asked about the Muslims. And many Negroes whom he asked said, well, I never heard of the Muslims. Who are they? You know,
this is the rank and file we're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Now, when he got down to the rank and
file. You hear Malcolm X warning you about Martin Luther King, puppet ass. And that's what Martin Luther King was, a fucking puppet.
The situation in Kenya during the Mau Mau uprising, when many frightened whites in Kenya
didn't get nothing,
would go among the Africans and ask them, what about the Mau Mau? And the African would say, I never heard of it. And the same white man who would ask the African this question and very naively believe what the African said, when he went to bed that night, he would lose his head. And usually the one who took his head was the same African who told him that afternoon he had never heard of the Mau Mau.
Except in the Newsweek poll, they used Negro interviewers.
You'll find that oftentimes Negroes are as much on guard around Negro interviewers who usually represent the bourgeois element of Negroes as they are on guard.
They represent the white people. Exactly. They know. Exactly. They know these white people. They know most black people know these motherfuckers with these jobs working for white organizations. And they can say they're black organizations, but we know they're white organizations because white people fund the shit. They can say NAACP, it can say African Union, have all the African shit in it. But we know it's run by white people. It's Malcolm X is saying, so we don't trust your ass, and we know you a puppet. Go ahead, Joby.
Oh, that when bourgeois Negro walks through the door, he is not doing something that he's initiated himself, but he's involved in something in which the white man is the absolute author of and has sent him to the Negro community for some information. And when they give that Negro some information, usually they give him the information that they want him to take back to the white man, because that's who he's going to take it back to.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, this is because also the black people, if you look at majority of if you speak about the leadership or the entertaining leaders we have, majority of them are picked from poverty. That is one thing I've been learning through history. Like,
Exactly.
that's a good example, starting from, I love the history of, this guy from Congo, Mobutu Sese Seko, and then we had the Cameroon president. Was also doing his history. That was 2 weeks ago. Majority of these leaders are coming from poverty, know nothing about history as well, and if they know also taught some, they're taught and, how do I say, groomed literally to become the type of entertaining leaders we have today.
Become the coons. Exactly. Serve the masses. Exactly.
You've been shown a life of flying, taking wine, a house with library,
Getting your library on, Joby. I'm gonna get a library. Whoa! Whoa!
You're gonna go back to poverty. So this is why we have these entertainment leaders. Like, that is basically what I'm understanding Malcolm X saying. They entertain the white man. Their work is just to entertain the white man. Do as I wish, and that's what they do. You want your dollars, do as I want.
Do what I tell you to do. Exactly.
It's crazy. But before we get to move on, let me go through the comments very quickly, see what you guys are saying. Shout one Sunken, nice to see you. Hope you're doing amazing today. Earlier I saw.
I hope his lights are back on. Your lights are back on.
Jason Ale has said, where are all these immigrants that's supposed to be voting, or wait until everything collapses? Or were all these immigrants that's supposed to be voting, or wait until everything collapses? I don't know personally, because I remember at the beginning of everything we're talking about how they could be used to, rig the election, probably in numbers, that is, them being used to vote. But
I think the numbers were. Yeah, I think the numbers were help them. That's right. But I think, remember, it's all the plans. Not all gonna come together. Sometimes they're planning to use that, but they also that we're falling apart economically. So America's falling apart economically. So they probably didn't expect us to fall apart this soon, but they needed to fall apart. Remember, because that's how they create the new world order. Because at the end of the day, they don't want them to vote in. They want them to vote a few elections until they get their shit set up. Because at the end of the day, no one's going to vote. It's going to be a world order ruled from Jerusalem. That's the whole scam. That's the whole game. Okay, that's the whole game plan. Is to run this scam until we can't run no more, to complete breakdown society globally. That's what the new world order. That's why I said Joby looked up how Germany is imploding. They did that. Why would you purposely? They're purposely destroying Europe, purposely, because they need you to. I told you, these people that run this world are psychopaths. Okay, they've always practiced something called feudalism. I told you guys that years ago. Anyone saying that with me? They believe in their main goals. Remember, before they got Africa, they're all poor. So they practice feudalism. That's what they believe in. The a few people on top and everybody struggling and fucked up and impoverished. Okay. After they got Africa, they didn't know what to do with all this wealth. So it kind of took them out of feudalism into capitalism. Because it was Africa had so much abundance of wealth that they could bring a few more white people along for the ride. So this when you start getting the white population going from being impoverished and just having a few kings and lords in England, and in Europe having money. Now the majority they can bring their brother with them. Yeah, we can now bring other white people, make them some money, and have us help us go steal and rob the world. But as that system gained its arc and about to go back under, they now want to take it back to feudalism. They want 2-3 people on top. Most of the people, I'm gonna say unalive. I don't want Mr. Algorithm. They want most of the other population unalive, have a few slaves, and the whole world belong to them. So they want to have everybody locked down where you can't leave the land. Have these 15-minute cities. Remember, peasants were not allowed to leave the land of their lord. That's where the term came from, lord. We calling people lords and shit. Remember, they were not allowed to leave the land of their lords. What's this, Joby?
The feudalism chart.
Yeah, exactly. See, a few people on top. I mean, everything's a pyramid. Now with the pyramid, the black people on the bottom. So it's the same system they run, and now they want to go back to feudalism. That's the system, and that's why you hear that white guy say the same thing I've been saying. That Joby shows and plays and airtime plays. So you people never got any civilization. You're still savage. You've been pretending to be civil. You people are still savage, and you really want feudalism. That ding ding ding. I said that. Their thing is feudalism. That's who they are.
Yeah. I also see as we continue in the comments, was I that was 10 Speed also said, Keith, you live in a Republican state, just come to Chicago. It's a mess. Somebody are going to win, so I just want them.
I believe yeah, all Democratic parts, all Democratic cities, all Democratic states are fucked up. I live in a Republican state, but I was born and raised in a Democratic state, California. That's why I don't live there. The Democrats have completely destroyed California. Completely. You can't afford to live there. You can't afford. You got homosexuals getting after your children. You don't got the right to tell them that you don't want your child to have no sex change. Oh man, shit. I wouldn't be no place the Democrats had power. That was an African man. That was a black man. There's no way I'd be any place where the Democrats got any power. They keep the Democrats believe in this. They believe in health care. Why we ain't got it after 65 years? They keep telling me what the shit they believe. They don't believe in none of that shit because they ain't never done nothing. They keep telling the same old nonsense for 60 years. Then why you haven't done it? You had the presidency under Obama. They had the Senate, they had the House, and they had the presidency. Did they do anything? Not a goddamn thing. Keep gaslighting you with the same old shit. You know, they keep telling the shit they believe, but they never do it. Every city, every Democratic city looks like a scene out of Mad Max. Look at L.A. L.A. used to be one of the shining jewels. Everybody wanted to go to L.A. Let me go to L.A. Go to Hollywood. Motherfucker, you couldn't pay me to go. I'm from L.A. You couldn't pay me to live in no fucking L.A. You couldn't pay me to even go to that bitch. I'm good. I'm good. I'm straight. Keith, ain't you from LA? Yep. So what? So what? Don't mean shit to me.
So almost people say, so technically speaking, they are the legal immigrants.
Yeah, that's the fun. Joe just put a video with the Australian. And he said, "Hey, I'm Australian. Where do you think I'm from?" The guy said, "England." That's right. The white people are actually the legal immigrants. That's true. You know, that's a fact. That's a fact of everything. But they don't believe but they say they are the owners. Just like the South African white man is the immigrant there. But he tell you, I am the South African, not these niggas. He tell you to your face. The South African tell you that the black people weren't even there when they got there. You're like, what? This is Africa. That's the scam. You know, you heard white people tell us lie. You know, when us white people got to South Africa, the black people wasn't even here. You're like, what? And that's the shit they'll say with a straight face. So yeah, they're illegal immigrants, but they don't care. We stole it. We're gonna keep it.
10 Speed also says, watch legalization of weed. I don't smoke that stinky shit.
Exactly. That's the disrespect. That's how disrespectful it is. Like I said, we're gonna legalize weed for you, dusty niggas. You can go be broke and be weed heads, like we Jamaican reggae artists and some shit. Like we reggae, like we smoking all the weed with the reggae niggas.
Jamaicans are just chilling. Jamaicans are just chilling. You know.
Well, they can chill with that. They can chill with that ganja. We not smoking exactly that stinky shit. But But that's how disrespect. They tell you in your face, you black men ain't shit. We don't want you to be shit, and we're not giving you shit. And and that's supposed. And what they, it's such a backhanded, disrespectful thing. It's like, family. If you don't know that the country still doesn't like us, it's crazy. I'm gonna give you niggas some weed. What? 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 How about some economic benefits? Are you gonna give us? Are you gonna give us loans like you give all these immigrants to build businesses? Because everybody now that all these immigrants got business, that's how they get us. Oh, look at you, dusty niggas, you all broke. How these immigrants get here and get all these businesses? Because the white man gives it to them, stupid. That's a buffer race. That's how it happens. They come in, they get loans to get businesses in our community and feed off of us. We don't get them. Because that's the pyramid scheme Joe just showed you. They went from a feudalism pyramid scheme to a racial pyramid scheme. Now we got enough money since we stole Africa, we can make white people, we don't have to put them on the bottom. So we can make them wealthy and put all these niggas on the bottom. But they don't even want that no more. They want to go back to feudalism. They want to, that's where they want you to go with these companies. And listen, it was their system, their psychopathic system told you, oh, you should let business people do what they want. Remember, their whole system is evil. Understand, their system that they designed is evil. Capitalism is evil. What they did is saying that, right? It does, remember, you all heard the term. It's business. Business is business, not personal. So in their system, which is now the global system, it's okay to rob, steal, cheat, and lie as long as you're conducting business. Their whole system is immoral because that's who they are. That's why the system is immoral. And everybody's now, they make everybody adopt this. Oh, if I'm doing business, I get to rob, cheat, steal, and whatever I need to do. Every immoral thing I need to do it. Because they're immoral naturally. It's not an African. African never would create no system like this. Based on graft, corruption, and theft. A few people own everything. Everybody else is in the streets, living in cabanas and living in tents. It's wicked. So you're dealing with psychopaths. And they want to go even more. Now you're dealing with super psychopaths. Can you imagine? I'm being coded here, guys. Imagine the evil wickedness. You sitting around an office building, and you're deciding to, hey, what I'm going to do is I'm going to release this thing on people. Because I own all the media. I'm going to release this thing on the people and try to, you know what? See how many people we can, keep alive. Okay? So understand, this was planned. It wasn't like this is an accident. I'm trying to figure out how many people I can make happy. I'm sitting around a building and see how many people I can make happy. Okay? You imagine what kind of fucking sick psychopath you gotta be that you try to see how many people you can make happy? Everybody know this is a goddamn fact. It's not me being hyperbolic. That they planned this. And you had the whole world being happy. Everybody had happy masks on. Everybody had happy gloves. Everybody was running around happy as shit. Everybody was running around the whole world happy as shit. So you imagine the psychopaths as they watch this happy shit going on. So wow, it made everybody happy. Go ahead, Joe. Read the comments.
You're crazy. But I also see 10th Street that was saying everything Malcolm said is happening now.
Everything he said is happening. That's why everybody's showing. That's why it's a revision about everything Malcolm said. He was too rough. He's not the Martin Luther King. He's too honest. He says he hates white people. He's saying things too mean. Remember, that was the Malcolm. He's not he's not Martin Luther King. He's saying things too rough. He's not talking about love everybody. Go ahead, Joe. He told you about what?
Jason says white people committing suicide left and right. In Northern Carolina, they lost
That's,
everything.
that's what I said. They committing suicide. I said they've been committing suicide up there because they lost everything. The corrupt ass, you know, who have told them they're not going to get their shit back. Because now, remember, the system's now eating them. What they did to black people all the time. They're not used to being like black people, treated like shit. So now, the government's saying, yeah, that's going to be a lithium mine and a quartz mine. That's right. For the Rothschilds and Rockefellers. Hey, where are we going to go? We don't give a fuck where you go. Man, the same shit they told black people when they burned down our towns. What are we going to do? Where are we going to go? We don't give a fuck what you do. But you going to get your ass out of here. So white people being told that. So they never been treated like black people or African people globally. They don't know to handle that. They've been given that. Remember, white society for 500 years has been given everything. They've been given the wealth of the world as they stole it. Other people building their empires. They living a good, cushy life. Like Joby showed the guy in Papua New Guinea. He said, why is he there? Because he's got our wealth, God damn it. We're poor. That's why he's there. So they've been given everything. And now they realize the government's against them. And they're like, we're not gonna be given shit. No. We'll tell you, fuck yourself and go do what you gotta do. So white people don't know how to do it. They're like, yeah, you got motherfucking crackers jumping off mountains out there, busting their head against rocks. You're like, God damn. So they're not used to that.
I also see 10 Street says, kid, they're paying for sex change for convicts.
Exactly. Remember, they did. Yeah, our tax dollars are going to pay for convicts to get their penises chopped off. What are you talking? See, remember all this debauchery, and it's not really them. See, they're bought and paid for by the you know who's, because that's their agenda. Remember, everything goes to what? Deep pop. Everything's about deep pop. So if it's deep pop, everything they got is to support the deep pop agenda. So imagine that's why you see this agenda is like on steroids in the last 15 years. It went from nobody accepting that, it's overblown everywhere. It's in your face everywhere. Because they're at the mad dash. So me not wanting my tax dollars, black women, to go help some man have a man in a female's prison raping them, saying he feels like he's a woman. Now he's raping these women in prison because he's a man up in there. So he's got access to all the prison coochie. So all this crazy shit. And so now you got the youth, the youngsters get mad because they're right. Why should I have a man pretend to be a woman in sports with teenagers? Joby's running track. Why should she be in competition with a man with a wig, with a fucked up wig on and a dick?
He's gonna hit me. He's gonna knock the shit out of me with the elbow.
That's what they've been doing. So now you got the.
I'm gonna say like that boxer woman. I quit.
So now you got the girls. Now you got the women protesting it. They saying no, we're not gonna allow it no more. Because it's unfair to them. How you talking about you protecting women and you care about women and you're not allowing them to be with women? You got them competing against men. Because you know it don't make sense. And that's what the Democratic Party, they sponsor all that wicked shit. And I'm not with that either. So you're right. You can't name a policy where you got all these bootlicks. What has the Democratic Party done for black people? Nothing. For 60 years. But what are they offering black people? Nothing. But what are they giving everybody? Oh, sex change offer. He's the one saying when Joby showed that video. All the Democratic states and cities, they're taking away your children. Joby has a daughter. She's 5 years old. They say, and some teacher comes up and says, yeah, but you're really a boy. You feel like a boy today, don't you? Yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm a boy. Oh, yeah, that's good. You need to get your sex changed. And she'll come back to Joby and say, what? Who taught you that, baby? Joby go up to the school and say, hey, don't be teaching my kid this bullshit. It's a child. They'll lock Joby ass up and say, you don't got the right to tell your child decide now to be a goddamn boy. You're like, what?
America is such a joke. I mean, as much as they say control America, control Africa, but this is just such a joke. Huh? Come try it, yeah. Okay, you come try it with me. Maybe you can try it with other people. Come try it with me. You know, your nose is getting broken. Trust me. Like coming back. Yeah, that's what we're doing. What?
Soon as Joby say something, the next day you take your child to school. Your child gonna come and say, "Hey, where's my daughter at? We took her away from you. We felt that she was not safe in the home with you. We're taking her to go get a sex change operation."
You're gonna have to kill me first. Then that's you're gonna have to kill me to get through my child. Trust me, or anyone I love. Like you're gonna have to get through me for
That's what
standing
they
for.
found. Exactly. That's what they find out, that people are not going along with this bullshit. The mind control is not working. So that's what they're offering. Off y'all. And every one of these bootlicks haven't said nothing about that. They all got that. That's why when Joby showed that lady was when they made her Ketanji Jackson made her a US Supreme Court official. They said, "What is your definition of a woman?" I don't know. I don't know. You don't know the definition of a woman? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. You gotta be a doctor to know what a woman is. See, that's their fake agenda. They're asking, what is your definition of a woman? A woman has ovaries. A woman gives birth. A woman's the opposite sex. See, that's easy. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what a woman. Well, if a woman is not a woman, is not you can't give me the definition of a woman. You tell me anything and anybody can be a woman now. So you now wiped out real women.
I was seeing a certain meme on Instagram which was talking about the transgenders, saying the fact that these people they don't know their own identity and gender. They can't even now classify animals' gender. Like that's like that's in the head. They can't even tell a male cat, a female
No,
cat, a female
no,
dog.
you got to deal with all this, that, it, all this crazy shit. It, this, that, it, and and you the crazy one supposed because you don't, you don't, you don't, you don't accept it. It, at, I don't go as she or he. I go as it, they, them. What? That's a crazy. They want you completely be suspended from reality and accept it. No, I don't accept it. You do what you want to do. We don't hate you. We don't accept it. So this is your Democratic Party pushing all this crazy shit. And black women, you support this? The black man has already told you no. I told you, and when Barack Obama passed it, it's going to go too far. And it's gone too far. It's gone, like Joby said, it's gone straight crazy. Joby said, in America, it's crazy. That's right. And it went straight, and that started with Obama. Obama was the...
That is what I said. It's a joke. America is such a joke. Apart from being a shithole, it's such a joke of a country. The way you just wake up and pass laws, like everything was normal when people slept. Now they woke up to abnormal things. You're no longer a woman today. You consider yourself as a woman. I mean, where? I have titties. I can give birth. I can get pregnant. Now you want to claim a man is the one who can get pregnant, give birth, and you want to run with this narrative, operate on people, and then the next week
you can just decide. You can just decide that one day you wake up, I feel like I'm a man today, but you got a coochie and you got titties. Yeah, but I feel like a man today.
The next few years, you're all damaged mentally. You're not now okay.
Yeah, and we know it's a lie, Joe, because these people that get these changes, they all commit suicide because they were lied to as children.
Exactly.
A child can't make decisions for themselves.
These people are not okay. We see it right here in Africa. Trust me, the men who are trying to go with this narrative, oh man, it's snapping it to them. It's snapping back to them. Like you come back to being a man, and we see them now giving back, even marrying, getting married like men. You're now acting like all of a sudden, oh, you snapped back. You saw this is a crazy narrative that you are trying to run with, and it's not helping you. Because apart from the money they benefit from, and
of course,
they benefiting from.
Of course. So ask yourself, Joby, why are they pushing that ridiculous narrative in Africa? Why?
Every agenda is all about the people. That is what it's about.
Yep.
It's about to damage your body. You have
the money.
things coming from your body because the surgeries you've gone through. It's just crazy, you know. You start loving yourself now because you thought it was the way of you loving yourself, living your truth. That's what they say, your truth, you know. And you're mentally, psychologically damaged, like completely.
Exactly.
You can't
Exactly.
now come back to your true self. I believe those who maybe come back to their true self have gone through serious therapy, you know, and a lot of mental talks, a lot of advice for you to recenter yourself back to being maybe a man or a woman. It takes a whole lot of effort, and
Yep.
that's a whole lot of effort that I don't know who has that time for. You know, I don't know if we have therapeutic people who are giving transgenders therapy to be men and all that. That's a whole job. It's crazy. But Jason Hill also said all that fake GMO wheat is not even real wheat anymore. Who
Nope.
knows what it is all nowadays unless folks grow it at home and so, and which is rare to find also the indigenous seeds because even in Africa they have damaged it. I'd say so. I don't know, but
That's right. That's what they try to do,
it.
but you still find them easier in Africa than any place else. I know Airtime, I went to the farmer's market. I was going to the farmer's market over there by Karen. So there's supposed to be some good stuff out there at that farmer's market in Karen. So I say go to, if you can, get seeds out there. Go to farmer's market. Still got a lot of good farmer's markets still in Africa that you can get real food from. Our stuff we eat. Huh? That what she said. I don't know, Joey. I don't know. You lived out there. Maybe she lied.
I know Karen so well, so I think
I know you do.
the market she's mentioning maybe is that market where only white people get in. I don't know. That's the only
Hey,
market I know, like.
that's probably it. You know, Irriton, that's probably it. Damn it.
Because I know Karen so well. Karen, Africans, us, we can't afford children, Karen. Like, it's so expensive. Like,
I know that's the white side. That's the white side of Nairobi. I know. I
hey,
know.
Karen is
I
so
was at
expensive.
Karen.
Like, it's crazy. But John Cruz says, I'm sick and tired of these hybrids on our planet. They will all go away, you know, they'll go away. Like the vultures they are, the sun shall burn them, you know. And I also see on second, the vampires they are, the sun shall burn them. And second says, I personally know a black man CEO in corporate America who has given the boots for doing what white CEOs do every day. And I also see John
Of course.
Mosquito says they're getting a taste of their own medicine. John
Yep.
Mosquito adds that woman was just beating around the bush trying to avoid a simple question. And I think you're talking about Kamala, if I'm not wrong. I'm not sure. But John Mosquito says America is a continent, not a country, Joby. I don't care, man. It's a shithole. I'm so sorry. I could care less if it's a country or a county. I really don't care. It's just one the wicked, the wickedest and most assumed
It is.
best countries, you know, the wickedest but yet the most assumed best countries or
Of course.
continents, you want
But
to call it.
they control the media. That's right.
Hmm.
You're right.
So, you know,
It is the most wickedest. That's why they're the ones committing genocide right now, killing babies, blowing up babies left and right in Gaza. Exactly. It is a
these
wick.
are
It was found on wickedness, Joby. It's a wicked country. It is.
exactly because if you look
Why?
at like
But white people tell you it was found by God, Joby. That's white people say to you, it was found by God. No matter that you kidnapped Africans, put them in slavery, you murdered people here, stole their land, but it was created by God.
hallelujah, praise Jesus. This is why we are sold the American dream and we buy it. And this is why we see Africans, we grow up having I want to go to America, I want to have the American dream. Like, no, there's nothing. The American dream, there's trafficking, is a whole bunch of things, you know?
American dream consists of GMO plastic food, living outside in the tent, having P Diddy butt plugs,
Crazy.
and sex change operations. That's your American dream.
Hmm. And I also see John Mosquito said, no, I didn't say what one is a Karen. I didn't say that. I just know Karen so well. So anyone who mentions
No,
Karen, I know the place.
Karen is a part of Nairobi. The
John.
mosquito. Yeah, it's not. She didn't call her Karen. Karen is a certain suburb from a white lady who lived in Nairobi when it was colonized. They named that section of town after her. So you want to know who Karen is, Jenna Mosquito? Go look at a movie called Out of Africa. They did a whole movie about her ass 40 years ago with Robert Redford and Robert Redford and Meryl Streep. Her name was Karen something. I forgot. I think she's a German lady.
Yep. The history of Karen. There's a time we talked about it right here. But let me share this video of Trump as we get to continue. What do you have to say about getting rid of the Department of Education and all that?
To do with school choice system. Okay. But also, separate from school choice, we're going to take the Department of Education, close it. I'm going to close it. We'll have one person, could be you if you decide to retire.
Okay, Mr. President,
Well,
here's what bothers
I don't mind that because they don't want to treat the transgender shit. See, we talking about the slavery. They don't want. I remember the educational system is one pushing the transgender shit. So I do believe it. Close. I teach my children at home online. It's cheaper to keep your kids at school. Everything's online. Have your kids with the computer and have them do online courses at home. It's cheap. So yeah, I don't want my kids to know about no transgender, none of that shit.
True.
Okay. So let's say you have a liberal city, let's Los Angeles, San Diego, and they just decide we're going to get rid of that history. We have new history. This is America built off the backs of slaves on stolen land. And that curriculum comes in.
Then we don't send them money. We would save half of our budget.
Okay.
Anything to do with school choice system. Okay. But also.
Yeah, so that's the strategy.
So you see the white man talking to them all mad. That's true. See, what are you gonna do? They tell him it was built by black people off the backs of slaves. That's a fact. But these white people, see, in that dude's generation, motherfucker, you wasn't even here. Your family wasn't even here, bastard, when it was built. Your family came over after the shit was built. Okay? And given shit. That was the American dream for white people. You were given shit. So I dare you get mad that history's taught. See, they don't want you to know your history. I told you, the Africans don't know their history. White people get mad because everything is about their history and learning is that they're bad guys. They fucked up people. They raped, murdered, killed. So they don't want nobody to know no real history. See how mad he was? What are you gonna do, Trump? When they make these history books about the slaves building the country and they built it, you gonna allow them to know that? No, I'm not gonna allow nobody to know the truth. We're white people, god damn it. These niggas are supposed to know nothing but Jesus and lies. These African people are not supposed to know about their kingdoms and shit. Fuck that.
It's crazy. But on the last video of the day that we'll share, that concludes.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's him. That's the guy I'm talking about. Call them savages. Tell the truth, you savages. You're never civilized. You just pretend you're savages.
Let me share this.
Of course, they would like to redirect us to talk about problems in our own societies. Our societies are the only ones that are ever supposed to be criticized. You know, you're not supposed to talk about them. You're not supposed to talk about the West. You're not supposed to focus on Western wrongdoing. Acceptable discussion only includes praising them and denigrating and berating us. That's what's allowed. So of course they want to divert us from talking about colonization and occupation and genocide to instead talking about,
Pause that, Joey. So I'm glad you put that side by side. See, this tells exactly what Joby's last video just said in the message. You're gonna stop them, Trump, from teaching the history that these niggas built the country and they were ripped and beat. You're gonna stop that, right? Damn right, I'm gonna stop it. Goddamn right. So that's what he's saying right there.
What have you, the kafala system, migrant workers in the GCC or whatever. Always attack your own people, attack your own countries, attack your own governments. That's always welcome. And if we do talk about Western crimes, according to their logic, that in order to be fair, we should also talk about wrongdoing in the Muslim world. Otherwise, we're being biased. Like, it makes sense to them if we're going to talk about how Jeffrey Dahmer was a serial killer who used to chop up his victims,
used to eat people and eat them and eat them.
For the sake of fairness, we should also talk about
pause again, pause again, Joe, pause again. Now, I knew this lady back in the day when I was in the Marine Corps. She told me that Jeffrey Dahmer ate her cousin. Of course, I didn't believe it at first. I said, Jeffrey Dahmer ate my cousin. You don't get your ass out of here. I said, are you from Milwaukee? He said, yeah, I'm from Milwaukee. I said, what's your cousin's name? And that's what they had the list come out. That's when he just got discovered. And her cousin's name was on that list. I said, God damn, he did eat her cousin. Shit. He did. Damn. I thought she was just doing it for some attention, Joby.
This makes sense to them. I mean, you do realize that if we do talk about problems in the Muslim world,
I'd be traumatized. Goddamn, I'd be traumatized if someone ate my family. I'm not living in peace with that. That's so traumatizing.
That's how wicked these white people are. Jeffrey Dahmer was eating black men. He was eating them, Joby. He'd kill them, and then he'd take off their skin, Joby, and make dresses and clothes out of their skin, and then he would eat them. That's who they are.
Balanced conversation when we talk about Western crimes. This is only going to magnify how unbalanced the comparison actually is, how disproportionately atrocious the West is, as compared to anything that you could criticize about the West.
Anybody.
I mean, this is the epitome of false equivalence. It's like saying that there are casualties on both sides of the Gaza conflict, or any such dishonest obfuscation. And I think if it's not deliberate, malicious deflection, then it is symptomatic of the West's disingenuous approach to so-called free speech. The way they use free speech as a rationale for juxtaposing rational thought with irrational thought, intelligence with idiocy, because everyone should have a voice. And they use a very calculated formula, actually, in popular media, in like mainstream news and so on, that is literally designed to disorient you.
All lies.
There'll be some story of a horrific tragedy, immediately followed by a celebrity gossip story, which will then be followed by a story about famine, which will then be followed by a story about, fluffy puppies on a water slide. Subconsciously, this undermines your intellectual ability to even discern the relative importance or gravity of
I was to say the same unsunken one, because when I was listening to Malcolm X videos, like, this white guy does sound like Malcolm X, and I'm glad you saw it, because he said
that's what they said. That's what they said.
He sounds like Malcolm X.
Yeah, that's what he studied, Joby. That's what everybody said. That's what he studied. That's why he became a Muslim. Yeah, that's what he studied.
Which is why your society minimizes monstrosities and maximizes trivialities all the time. So you'll easily be distracted, you'll be easily confused, you'll be easily sidelined, easily redirected and misdirected and disconnected from reality. You've lost any sense of proportion. Your sense of judgment floats in zero gravity, where a mountain weighs the same as a grain of sand. And what you don't understand, if you're doing this out of innocent ignorance and not with malicious intention of deliberately obfuscating your society's evil, if you're doing it innocently, what you don't understand is that you are helping the most savage, violent, psychopathic power structure in the world to evade
most savage, psychopathic,
when you direct your attention to the comparatively minor, comparatively mundane, and usually anomalistic examples of wrongdoing in the Muslim world or in the Arab world or what have you, and you try to suggest that these examples deserve anything like the same attention and the same concern as the mass murder of tens of thousands of innocent men, women, and children and babies in Gaza being committed by the United States by means of Israel, well, then you're complicit, in my opinion. You're acting knowingly or unknowingly as an agent for the U.S. and the Zionists. And wallahi, you're helping them to minimize the gravity of their crimes and trivializing the barbarity of their actions. And you're participating, again, knowingly or unknowingly, in an absolutely contemptible campaign to deceive, corrupt, and degrade people's moral judgment. I mean, not only are whatever instances of wrongdoing that you might point to in the Muslim world minuscule by comparison, and generally the types of things that Westerners talk about or point out in the Muslim world, they're things that are done by individuals, you know, or non-state actors, militant groups, or what have you, which have anyway been created, trained, and funded and planted by the West themselves, or else they're talking about cultural practices that don't reflect Islamic law and don't even reflect the laws of the countries where those examples might take place. The instances of wrongdoing in the Muslim community are no more representative of us than your instances of good doing are representative of you. Both are anomalies because you do wrong on a policy level, on an official level. You commit crimes on the state level. And your whole society, your whole culture, your whole popular entertainment, and your media all glorify your wrongdoing, both quantitatively and qualitatively. There's no comparison. I mean, you may find an oppressive Muslim here and there, an extremist here and there, but you're oppressive on a global scale, and your society is defined by its extremism. You're extreme in your violence. You're extreme in your celebration of your violence. You're extreme in your perversion, extreme in your addiction, extreme in your predation.
To the point where right now they're not even scared to do none of this. They're just doing it now openly. Like they're so used to doing it, to doing evil, like to the point right now it's so unhidden, and they don't even care. They still celebrate even in the broad light.
True.
The cut to the small lot is a good example.
In your greed, extreme in your racism, you're extreme in your arrogance and your Western supremacism and white supremacism. You're extreme in your hypocrisy.
True.
And like I said, you do this on the state level, on the level of society-wide behavior and beliefs. Your government, your national militaries, your official intelligence agencies, your biggest companies and corporations are all participating. Yes, your wrongs are not aberrations. They're not exceptions. They are continuous, consistent, characteristic, and catastrophic. And it is so definitive of who you are as a so-called civilization that it's predictable. So no, I'm not going to help you minimize or distract or evade or deflect from your monstrous crimes by talking about our own mundane issues. Our issues anyway are none of your business. But your issues are our business because you are the biggest issue that we have.
True.
And you made it that way. You don't get to complain about it when people around the world criticize America as if it's none of their business. When you have imposed America on the whole world, you made it this way. We can't talk about our countries without talking about you. Because you're interfering and intervening and intruding in our countries. We're not doing that to you. So when we talk about you, we're talking about our own situation because you are disproportionately involved in our own situation, in everyone's situation, actually. Like I said, it's completely misleading and false to equate in severity any problems within the Muslim societies to the problems that you cause in the world and in Muslim societies. We all just watched the videos of Palestinian refugees being bombed in their tents.
Burned to death.
You blow up schools, you blow up hospitals, you blow up clinics, you blow up people's homes, and then blow up the tents that they're sheltering in because you blew up their homes. You rape detainees with broomsticks and you celebrate it, and you demand the right to be able to torture and rape people. And you applaud the torturers and the rapists on morning television shows. You declare your intention to take over other people's lands, other countries, Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, Egypt, Iraq, Saudi Arabia. You, your Israeli contingent, the Jewish brigade of Western imperialism, because that's what they are. They're you and you're them. Everything that the Israelis are doing, everything that the Zionists are doing, that's you. You're the ones doing that.
The Zionists
You're
control
doing all of that. Attacking like 6 different countries at the same time in full-blown psychotic criminal aggression. Attacking the United Nations staff, United Nations troops, literally attacking peacekeeping troops. And no matter how flagrant a crime against humanity that you commit, no matter what a blatant, unspeakable war crime that Israel commits on camera, in broad daylight, in front of the whole world, your only response is to give them more weapons and more money. Please explain to me how you're not monstrous. Netanyahu should be in jail. Gallant should be in jail. Smotrich should be in jail. Ben-Gvir should be in jail. Biden should be in jail. Harris should be in jail. Every minute that these war criminals are on the loose is the collective West and America declaring to the world that they're an outlaw society and they do not believe even slightly in the rule of law. And you're a menace to the planet. And then you're going to say, well, what about women in Iran? Right? Women in Iran being arrested if they remove the headscarf. Are you out of your mind? Did you hear what I just said? Bombing men, women, children, and babies in tents versus a different criteria for what constitutes public indecency. Are you seriously equating these things? Is that how morally confused you are? Or is it just that, yes, the most heinous crime that anyone can ever possibly commit in your eyes is just being different from you? Like thinking legally a woman should cover her head in public, not just her breasts. Like in the US, a woman will also get arrested for being uncovered, but it only applies to her breasts. So we're literally actually only at odds with regards to the area of coverage that's required, not the issue of coverage itself. And that difference is enough for you to think that it is of equal importance and severity as war crimes, bombing, torture, rape, and mass murder. So yeah, let's talk about the wrongs in the Muslim world, right? Wallahi, this is demented. People need permission from their employers to change jobs in the Gulf if they have not completed their current work contract. Oh, that's a catastrophic injustice, and we must speak out against it. Meanwhile, Americans in IDF uniforms are gang raping detainees and blowing up residential city blocks in Lebanon versus the GCC makes foreign workers do paperwork. Are you serious? Oh, women get catcalled in Egypt versus a woman is assaulted every 3 seconds in America. And America is the sex trafficking center of the world. Do you see how insidious it is to try to compare these things? To act like there's some equity between them? No, morality requires discernment and prioritization. You have to be able to actually gauge degrees of severity. Otherwise, you're just a moral relativist. Practically speaking, you're a relativist. Vaporizing
exactly. Pause it, Joe. That's what I said. They're more relativism and situational ethics. They have no ethics and morals at all. They're savages. That's their whole society. That's why the system is breaking down, because it's based on what Joey said, feudalism, on savagery. It's moral relativism and situational ethics. That's their, as Professor John Henry Clark called it, moral relativism and situational ethics. They don't believe in nothing. All they believe is, I stole it, I'm keeping it, I kill you. That's their society. And so, yeah, you guys, yeah, he talks like this because he studied Malcolm X. Malcolm X is his hero. So that's how I found out about him.
Also, littering is bad. People who do either one of these things are bad people and deserve equal condemnation. This is a mockery of morality. While pretending that you want to address all injustices, you're only mocking justice itself if you treat all injustice equally. Like if your soup is cold when the waiter brings it to you, is that an injustice? So is that the same then as if you shoot the waiter in the face? No. Standing up for justice includes standing up for distinguishing bad from worse. All injustices are not equal. All crimes are not equal. And there is nothing that anyone is doing anywhere that even approaches the crimes and the injustice of the West, neither in scale nor in severity. Prioritizing opposition to the West's catastrophic injustices does not mean ignoring anything and everything that's less than that. It's simply a rational recognition that they are less than that. But furthermore, I would say that, and I've said this before, solidarity and unity are obligatory. We're concerned with economic sovereignty, political independence, and psychological decolonization for the Muslims and for the global South more broadly. All the peoples of the world who have suffered colonization, exploitation, subjugation, and domination by the West. And this is a confrontation. So we need to close ranks circle the wagons, and stand shoulder to shoulder as a single solitary structure in this confrontation, and not allow ourselves to be turned against each other, not allow ourselves to denigrate each other, tear each other down, and do the work of our enemies by turning our attention away from them and turning it against ourselves. Between ourselves, we have to be compassionate, we have to be pardoning, and we have to be encouraging and supportive. Any criticism must be constructive criticism with genuinely brotherly intent, with the intention to solidify and strengthen our ranks, reinforcing, optimistic, with goodwill. Yes, hypocrites pose a problem, but the hypocrites expose themselves the moment they do the opposite of what I just talked about. The surest sign of hypocrisy is when someone is literally doing the enemy's job by trying to tear down the Muslims, trying to sow division and animosity between the believers, and try to undermine our solidarity. The moment they try to turn our attention away from the ones that we're confronting and being confronted by, the ones who are bombing us and killing us and torturing us and subjugating our nations, the moment they want to turn our attention away from them, well, you know whose side they're on. And what you need to do is ignore them, turn away from them, put them on mute and move on. There's no need for debates. There's no need for arguments or engagement of any kind. You shut them out to shut them down. Because look, wallahi, I honestly believe that we're experiencing something like a Badr moment for our ummah. You know how the chiefs of the enemies of Islam, the elite of the kuffar, all assembled at Badr. And Rasulullah ﷺ said, this is Quraysh. They have come in their arrogance and in their pride to protect their caravan. Well, that's America, and Israel is the caravan that they're protecting. They're pouring in their billions into this. They're staking their credibility on this. They're pinning their hopes on this. They know that their
like Malcolm X, Ricky.
As a global power depends on this sinking aircraft carrier known as Israel, and they're going for broke.
Exactly.
And they're taking the whole collective West with them. They're trying to make all their so-called allies co-sign on their atrocities, on their crimes, on their savagery, on their undermining and sabotaging and defiance of international
exactly like
law.
I told you. That's why they pause it. Why are they doing it? Because they told they make Israel supposed to be your new capital of the world, Jerusalem. So that's why Israel's doing what it's doing. So if you know, you know. And shout out to you, Ricky. Now, remember, they own all the goddamn news. Those polls of Camilla's being ahead, those are lies. You have people go to each one of their damn just independents going to the rallies. There's nobody in the Camilla rallies. No one showing up to see her ass. Nobody. So they're gonna do the same fake Biden shit, but nobody show Biden. But I think Trump win is gonna be too big. They're not gonna be able to steal it. I think Trump win is too big. Because just like Tinsby told you, you got a majority of black men have already gone over there and decided to support Trump. I'm sitting out this shit. It's nothing in it for me at all. But I have no problem with black men going to support Trump. Do what you do. But I do that she's winning anything. It's a lie. You see how ridiculous she's been made. The lies she's told. I'm black. All this crazy shit. She can't talk. She's a moron. She ain't never got one damn vote. And people asking you in live meet, the Mexicans asking, hey, why are you the nominee? You never got one vote. What kind of democracy are you talking about? No one's ever voted for you, lady. So, nah, I don't think they're going to be able to steal it. I think Trump's going to win it, but I don't believe there's going to be no change for us as black people. And we're going to be in the same fucked up vote. That's my observation, but is she going to win? No, they're going to try to steal it. Yeah. The powers that be the same way they do it all countries. Guys, you guys don't know yet. No election in America has been fair since John F. Kennedy, since they blew his head off. Okay? You think they're just in Africa rigging elections or South America rigging elections? No! They've been rigging them here. There's no fair election unless the puppet they want to win has already got a lot of popularity, like a Barack Obama. That's why they had to steal it with Barack. They always said the fake black thing. Oh, he's a black messiah. Baby, yeah, he's black. I told people, hey, don't trust this nigga. Where is he from? Who is he? But no, they know black people are emotional. They're not analytic. So they went along with it. So they didn't have to rig it for Barack Obama's ass. He actually won it because they made a fake story about his ass. But you ain't got no enthusiasm the same way you had for Barack Obama for no Kamala Harris. So they got to try to steal it. And I think it's gonna be too big. Too many white people know that they stole that last election. It's gonna be too much. It's gonna be too much, problems. They're gonna try to steal it. There's not been any fair election in this country since the '60s, guys. Okay, understand that. Unless they're puppet, they wanted to get in there. We are Africa now. We're Kenya. We're Nigeria. We've been Kenya. We've been Nigeria. We've been Ghana. We've been Brazil. We've been that. We've just been raised with propaganda to believe that we had fair, clean elections. Not knowing the CIA took over these elections back in the '60s when they blew the president's head off and they told that lie. 60 years, every news media around the world has told that same lie about John F. Kennedy. That's how you know they own all the news all over the world. Everybody tell that same lie about Lee Harvey Oswald, a lone gunman shot Kennedy. You're like, what? That don't make no sense. And that's what they told you for 60 years until all the evidence come out. The CIA virtually told you, yeah, we killed them, so what? CIA virtually tell you, and the Mossad. They virtually tell you now, yeah, we killed them, so what? That's 60 years ago. Those people are dead and you can't do shit about it. So we know John F. Kennedy wasn't killed by no Lee Harvey Oswald. He's killed by the CIA and the Mossad. Okay? So you think they wasn't rigging elections after that? That they shot them? That's what every puppet let them know. We control the country. You get out of line. This is going to be you next. That's why they did it in broad daylight. Everybody blew his head off in Dallas in broad daylight. This puppet, they don't run the country. We run it. And when you don't do what you say, you don't do what we tell you to do, this is your goddamn ending. And we're making up a whole fake story about some white man who had a gun. You're like, what? This story don't even make sense. Just like, remember the 9/11 thing. Now people realize there wasn't no plane. There wasn't no planes that hit those towers. Why does every news agency around the world show you two planes hitting those towers? I was on the New Jersey Turnpike that day. I got caught there for 2 days, couldn't get off of there because of that damn shit up in New York. And I didn't see, and anybody's been to New Jersey on the Turnpike, shout out to Kate Williams if he's here. You can look from New Jersey over to New York City, and you can see the skyline because it's so big. You can see all the skyscrapers from New Jersey. And when I was on I ain't seen that one goddamn plane hit no fucking building. But when I got back home, the news was saying all that shit. I told my wife, ain't no plane in no building. Yes, it did. It's on the news. That's how I knew right then. I said, uh-oh. I wasn't sure yet. I said, uh-oh. There's some bullshit going on. I said, oh. And I immediately said, this is an inside job. Ain't no damn Arabs in no cave. Hijack no planes with no box cutters and fly no planes into no town. This is some bullshit. And 20 years later, 23 years later, everybody's starting to realize that's a fact. Didn't nobody do. They did that shit. The Jays did it. You better believe it. Who bought it? Oh, a Jay bought it. Who got the insurance money, Jay? Who'd you find parted outside of the towers? The Mossad were out there cheering. Yay! What the fuck is the Mossad doing out? Some Mossad agents doing at that exact time outside the towers. How did they know it was going to get blown the fuck up? And then we found out that there was people in there, right? People that told were showing that they were planting explosives in the building. And also, who was told not to come into work that day? Say it with me. The Jays. The Cats were told don't report to work today. Yeah. Uh-huh. So,
yeah,
anyway, we're going to wrap it up.
Yeah, as we wrap up with today's show and conversation, it's
49. He's about that poll. No, let me say that poll shows 49 to 45. We know that's an absolute lie. You know that's an absolute lie. Who's voting for Camilla? She lost half the black man and a third of the black woman are gone. That's their main. That's their main voting block. No way she's winning nowhere. So the poll is a lie because they control the media. The real polls they show the Rasmussen's up like 20 points. You know, I'm gonna be honest. Biden didn't win that election 4 years ago. He lost it. He never even went out campaign. How you gonna win an election? He never left his goddamn basement. He never had no crowd. Just like Kamala's. Nobody's showing up for her damn crowds. How she ahead and she can't get a crowd to come? No one's coming to watch her ass. So you know that's a lie. So so what they're doing is showing you fake polls. So when they steal it, they say, you know what? Well, Camilla was ahead in the polls. I guess she did win it. She was ahead in the polls. So I guess it's not. I don't know how she won it, but I guess she won. The news did tell me she was ahead in the polls, which is a lie.
yeah,
Propaganda. Much love, Joe.
family. Thank you to everyone who has been with us on today's show. That is what we had a line for you here. Of course, looking forward to see how the elections are going to turn out. Either way, keep in mind that you as a black person, this fight is actually on us, not just on you. It is on us, united as
It's on
black.
us to come together and start building for our own. We can't wait on them. We can't wait on these elections, guys. 60 years of doing nothing. Remember, we lost everything going into Martin Luther King. We lost all our jobs, all our businesses. We were self-contained, guys, because we were what? We had apartheid here. Apartheid was good for us, being separated from these white people. So when we were left alone, we built successful communities that they wanted to come back and destroy. Us integrating with them now has destroyed our ass. People can't talk. The new generation talking to anybody. Yeah, man, what you thought? What we do, man? What we be doing? And oh man, I go to Joey's Instagram page. I got a list of bad rap.
Nah, come
Not the
on.
anyway.
But anyway, family, it's an opportunity. Have a beautiful day. And of course, see you guys at the same time, same place right here on
Wednesday.
Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. To everyone who's new, kindly ensure you subscribe, follow us.
Come back tomorrow, guys. Come to the website at this time tomorrow. Jovi's gonna be playing your favorite Jamaican jams.
You know what's up.
She don't even hide it. See?
Yeah, why should I? I mean, I love me, my Jamaican people. But anyway, before we get to leave again, I'd love to remind you, kindly check out our Black Out Fire Network Sports page. Ensure you check out our amazing organic
colon cleanse prostate.
We have some amazing vitamins and minerals, proteins and blends. We have amino acids and blends, beauty supplements, food and beverages, all at an amazing, affordable price. Once you start making your first orders, again, a reminder, you'll be getting a discount. So ensure you check out and keep your family and friends, all organic, right here with us on the Black Ocean Network radio station. We have
as soon as you guys, we're giving you guys value. We're giving you value. We get value back, and it helps us stay alive, guys. We don't get no super chats. We don't get no damn YouTube money. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, so ensure you check out this amazing organic supplements of ours. We have some amazing organic vitamins, like the vitamin D3, which is actually very affordable, $19. We have some green
vitamin D. If you're not getting enough sun, guys, vitamin D is what we need. That's the sun. Vitamin D is our sun gazing, our getting in the sun and getting the energy of the sun. So if you're not getting enough sun, vitamin D, you need it, guys. Keeps us cancer free.
sure you should check out the green superfood, which is very affordable as well, $35. We have the complete multivitamin, $32, and the energy strips, $28. And personally, like I love saying, combine the energy strip with some only goat weed, which you can find under the natural beverages at $33. We also have some amazing lion mains,
Now, now remember what Lion Mains does, guys. It starts connecting your brain, firing up your brain, making you smarter again. So if you've been eating a bad diet like me, what Lion Mains does, it reconnects and grows more brain stems, guys. Lion Mane grows more brain stems. It makes you smarter again. Okay? That's what the ancient Africans used to lose way back when. Lion's mane. It grows more brain cells. Good.
Yeah, that IQ correct. But we also have some turmeric gummies, $22. Some sea moss. We also have amazing coffee beverages. That is the Manuka coffee, honey coffee, $59. We have some mushroom coffee fusion that comes in with a mixture of the lion mains and chaga, $36. We also have the hemp coffee blend, medium roast, that is $32, and some Brazilian blend as well at $31. The ladies also understand.
If you can't get you a Brazilian black woman, get yourself the Brazilian blend, guys. It's almost close. It's close.
We have the ladies who are not left behind, but like I said, it's not just all about the ladies, also for the men. But ensure you get your side chick some Alpha Energy, $40.
Well, you went to me always with the side chick.
Ensure you get your side chick some Alpha Energy, $40. You get Big Mama the brain focus formula. Ensure she's not getting that, putting you on child support.
If you give her the brain support, she better put your ass on child support. You think you're slick, you better get away.
This is organic. This is not the white man. So the organic one makes you reason like a human.
Yeah, she'll get smart. I need my damn. She'll do shamani. I need my damn money.
We also have the consecutive support, $29. Get that for your sister and maybe for your mom or maybe your lover, whoever you like. Ensure you get also the colon gentle cleanse. Maybe they've been PDD'd or something happened to them.
Like men after 40, because of our diets, we're supposed to get a colon exam and a prostate exam every year. The colon, that I think is one of the highest things that kill black people, black men. I mean, our colons. We end up with colon cancer because we're packed with all kind of terrible doodle eating bad food. So you need to cleanse out that colon so we don't get butt cancer. Okay? Period. We want to stay alive.
Asante sana once again. Trevor has been with us from Jason, Unsunken One, Ricky Snow, John.
Good to see you, Ricky. Hope you're doing good, Rick.
Yeah, John Mosquito, and to everyone who has been there, 10 Speed, and everyone who I might not have mentioned, to all the amazing silent listeners. Shout out to Iwaton as well, who was there earlier, and of course, Asanteni San tuning in. Have yourselves a beautiful day. Peace. See you guys tomorrow, same time, same place, different sessions.
The JOBY is back in the building.